dictator who killed 2 million people in just 4 years. Yeah, you heard that right. Cambodia, April 17th, 1975. The streets of Phnom Penh are filled with cheering crowds. The civil war is finally over, or so it seems. Soldiers in black uniforms and red scarves march into the city, weapons slung over their shoulders. They smile, wave, and tell people, "Everyone out. Leave now." Even hospital patients are ordered to leave. Families grab whatever they can carry: a sack of rice, a blanket, a child in their arms. Soldiers say it's for their safety, that they'll return in a few days. They never will. This is year zero, the Khmer Rouge's attempt to erase Cambodia's past and start again from nothing. Chapter 1. Early Life and Ideology. Pol Pot's real name is Saloth Sar. He's born in May 1925 in Prexbauv, a quiet village of rice paddies, sugar palms, and muddy rivers. His family is better off than most, owning some land. But he grows up in a rural world where life revolves around the harvest. In 1949, he wins a scholarship to study in Paris. There, he's introduced to Marxism-Leninism and Maoist ideas. He joins communist student groups, attends meetings, and debates in smoky cafes. He becomes convinced that cities are corrupt, that technology and foreign influence poison a nation's spirit. By the time he returns to Cambodia in 1953, as the country gains independence from France, Saloth Sar has a vision: destroy the old order completely and rebuild Cambodia as an agricultural utopia. Chapter 2. Building the Movement. In the early 1960s, Saloth Sar takes a new name: Pol Pot. He becomes a leader in the Communist Party of Kampuchea, later known as the Khmer Rouge. To avoid government crackdowns, he operates from jungle bases, far from the capital. He visits villages, listens to the poor, and promises land, equality, and dignity. He blames their poverty on the rich, the educated, and foreign powers. For many farmers, tired of hardship and neglect, his words are persuasive. Chapter 3. Civil War and the Road to Phnom Penh. In 1970, Prince Norodom Sihanouk is overthrown in a coup, led by General Lon Nol, who aligns Cambodia with the United States. The country plunges into civil war between Lon Nol's government and the Khmer Rouge. The U.S. bombs large parts of rural Cambodia to target North Vietnamese forces. Entire villages are destroyed. Survivors, angry and desperate, join the Khmer Rouge. Backed by China and North Vietnam, the movement grows stronger each year. By early 1975, the Khmer Rouge have surrounded Phnom Penh. The capital is exhausted after years of war. Food and fuel are running out. On April 17th, the city falls. At first, there's relief, but it lasts only hours. Soldiers begin evacuating the entire city at gunpoint. Hospitals, homes, and schools are emptied. The march into the countryside begins. Chapter 4. Year Zero and Life under the Khmer Rouge. The Khmer Rouge rename the country Democratic Kampuchea and declare Year Zero. They aim to create a classless rural society by destroying everything from the past. Money is abolished. Markets close. Religion is outlawed. Monks are forced to leave temples and return to manual labor. Schools are shut. Books destroyed. Wearing glasses or speaking a foreign language can make you a target. Families are separated. Men, women, and children are sent to different work brigades. Everyone becomes a laborer. Days start before sunrise and end after dark. People dig irrigation canals with bare hands, carry heavy loads, and plant rice in knee-deep water. Food is limited to thin bowls of rice porridge. Malnutrition is everywhere. Those who grow weak are accused of laziness, a crime that can be punished by death. The country is ruled by the Ankar, the organization. It's an invisible authority that makes all decisions. No one dares to question it. Chapter 5. S-21 and the Killing Fields. In Phnom Penh, a former high school becomes Tuol Sleng Prison, also known as S-21. Thousands of prisoners pass through its gates, accused of being spies, traitors, or simply untrustworthy. They are photographed, interrogated, tortured, and forced to sign false confessions. Almost none survive. Across Cambodia, mass execution sites emerge, later called the Killing Fields. At night, trucks carry blindfolded prisoners to these sites. They are told they're being moved to new cooperatives. Instead, they're led to shallow pits and killed. During heavy rains, bones and scraps of clothing still rise to the surface in some of these fields. From 1975 to 1979, an estimated 1.7 to 2 million Cambodians, nearly 1/4 of the population, die from starvation, disease, overwork, or execution. Chapter 6. War with Vietnam and the Fall of the Khmer Rouge. By the late 1970s, the Khmer Rouge begin launching attacks across the border into Vietnam. Relations collapse. In January 1979, Vietnam invades Cambodia with tens of thousands of troops. The Khmer Rouge army collapses quickly, and Phnom Penh falls within weeks. The Vietnamese install a new government, but Pol Pot and the Khmer Rouge retreat to jungle bases near the Thai border, continuing to fight as guerrillas. Chapter 7. Guerrilla Years and the End of Pol Pot. During the 1980s, the Khmer Rouge still hold Cambodia's seat at the United Nations, backed by some countries opposed to Vietnam's occupation. In the countryside, they remain a threat, laying landmines and launching raids. By the 1990s, the movement is weakened by defections and loss of support. In 1997, Pol Pot is arrested by his own followers and placed under house arrest. In 1998, he dies in the jungle, never facing trial. Chapter 8. Justice and Memory. In the 2000s, a UN-backed tribunal is set up to try Khmer Rouge leaders. Nuon Chea and Khieu Samphan are found guilty of genocide and crimes against humanity. Many others never face justice. Today, Cambodia has rebuilt much of its economy and infrastructure. Markets are busy, schools are open, and tourists visit historic sites like Angkor Wat. But the memory of the Khmer Rouge years remains. The Killing Fields and Tuol Sleng Prison are now memorials. Visitors see the graves, the skulls behind glass, and the photographs of victims. Survivors tell their stories so the world will not forget. The Khmer Rouge tried to erase Cambodia's past and start again from zero. They destroyed cities, silenced voices, and killed millions in the name of purity and equality. Instead of creating a paradise, they left a legacy of trauma and loss. Cambodia's survival is proof that even after the darkest chapters, a country can rebuild, but only if its history is remembered, not erased.